Hello and welcome back to another Ask Easy video. Today I'm going to be taking you around with me for a day in the life as a medical student. This is actually a pretty good day to be taking you out on because it's a pretty stressful day today. I've got exams coming up very soon, and so there's lots of things that are piling up until the last second. So my first job of the day is I'm going to go and clerk a patient. So what does clerking a patient actually entail? For that, I'm going to go and get the patient's notes, have a read about their situation, why they're in hospital. They can tell me what their side of the story is and how things have changed since they've been in the ward. Then I'm going to have a go myself and do an examination on the patient and see if I can find any other findings. So this is really good practice for the OSCEs that are coming up at the end of this year, which is very stressful. So I've got my continuation paper ready, and after I do the examination and the history, I'm just going to write it all up so that I can either present it to a doctor or have it written down for revision purposes. Okay, I'll see you later. Okay, that is the morning done. So now we are going to head over to the comm room and have some lunch with just a few more days until the block is finished. Just a few more things left to do before I can get completely signed off for the chronic diseases block. Now that I'm off the ward, there's a couple of admin things that I need to get done. And actually one of the things that I'm planning on doing is submitting a project that I did to a few conferences. Now, every university is different, but my university in particular, almost every year puts aside 6 to 8 weeks where we can have a self-organized project. So the project that I decided to do last year was to do with induction of labour. And so this year I thought it'd be a good opportunity to try and upload the findings of my project in hopes of maybe being able to present it at a conference somewhere. Now, why present at a conference, you might ask? On top of being able to add some extra points to your application when you're applying for your specialty training, it also gives you a good opportunity to practice your public speaking skills. And also, you'd be quite surprised to realise how much the projects that you do can have an impact on current practice. Sometimes it takes is having the right ears listening to it for it to be set in motion. And so while I have my lunch, I'm going to start applying. If you're wondering how to find relevant conferences, try asking your project leads, the medical education team at your hospital, or check out the Royal College websites. Okay, day of placement is done, and so now drive back, hopefully beat at least some of the traffic, even though I think I might hit it exactly when everyone's coming out of work. But anyway, what can you do? Especially when it's such a nice day. It almost feels like such a waste when you're indoors all the time. If you see there's a bit of blue sky, make the most of it, because you don't know when it's going to come back, especially here in the UK. Okay, I spent too much time chit-chatting. Let's start going because I'm going to be stuck in traffic for 25 hours. So now that placement's over, I thought that if I went back home, I'd start to get maybe a little bit distracted. So I forced myself over to come and get some coffee. And I feel like sometimes when you're outside of the house, you feel a little bit more motivated to do that extra push of work. And so earphones are in, and we can get started. Something I suggest to everyone is try and find the time to study with your friends. Later on this day, I met with my friend Ghazal and we did some studying together. Now, let's be honest, working with a friend is always going to be entertaining. And by working in pairs or groups, we have the opportunity to teach each other. And it's by making memories by answering these questions that we'll remember things much longer. And on a mushy note, spending time together really reminded me of the really huge role that your friends and family play in your experience at medical school. With exams around the corner and to-do lists lengthening, it's the people that make you smile that can really turn your days around. And so today, I encourage you to find a way to show your appreciation for one of those people in your life.
So it's now 1.5 weeks till our PT, our second PT, and we feel terrified. I'm speaking for the both of us. I don't know if you feel the same.
When you see a motivational part, let's say, but
we always smash it. we always smash it.
How do you define smash?
We always do better than expected. Okay, I always come out of there feeling like I didn't know a single thing. I always get better than the time before, and it's always a lesson learned to work on for the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That was so bad.
The brand new Tony Robbins.
My bad. Bye.
Okay, the comfies are on. The tea's ready, which actually incidentally is labelled coffee. We're gonna pretend that's not there. But anyway, we are study ready. I appreciate it's a bit dark. I know lots of people tell me actually that I work a little bit too much in the dark, but I feel like there's something somewhat comforting about working in the dark. Not dark, but you know what I mean, just less bright, because it feels like you've got less distractions around you. Maybe that's just me. But anyway, so we've got our cup of tea ready, we've got laptop on, charger plugged in, and now it's time to do some practice questions. Good luck. And so that concludes our day in the life video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, if you have any more questions, be sure to put them in the comment section or send us a message. And until the next video, I will see you guys soon.